Hey everybody, this is Alysé, your favorite hoodoo root worker. So I wanted to talk about magic because I think that people are just having all kinds of concepts about magic, and they think, especially Indians, they think that magic is like, you'll just do this and all your work will be done. There will be some genie in a bottle and it'll just, you don't have to sacrifice anything, and everything, the entire work will be done for you. And that's exactly what, like, that is what major people think about magic. Okay, but let me get down to the reality of stuff. Okay, firstly, magic doesn't work like that. Okay, just imagine like you're paying somebody, maybe, in Indian rupees, like maybe some 10,000, 20,000, even up to a lakh. Okay, and that person is making, like, I don't know, like whatever you want. Maybe your business was not running and it is making it run, and something like that. Okay, that doesn't happen. It is not that simple. Okay, because just imagine if that person can take some amount, okay, and change your life for the better. Why won't they use the same talent into changing theirs? And why do they have to charge some amount from you? Why can't they do it for themselves? Or maybe find someone and completely control them and make them work. Okay, say for example, if they have some kind of a thing that no, they can't do it for themselves, they have to do it for others, so they can find someone and then completely have that person in their control, and then simply make that person rich and live off their money, right? Like something, I mean, why wouldn't you make the most simple plans? Why do you think that humans are so stupid, or spellcasters are so stupid, that they will not do this kind of things? Magic doesn't work like that. So what exactly is magic? Magic is the space between the known and the unknown. Magic is the space between the real and the unreal. Something you want, and it is not true, but it is worth changing your life for. That is magic. Okay, it is not something like, you are going to pay someone, or you're going to use this oil, or you're going to, use this candle and your entire life is going to change. No. Okay, say for example, for whom does this happen? It does happen. Okay, all right, like for whom does it happen? For people who are already aligned. Like say for example, you already have a business, or say for example, you already have a life partner, okay, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband, wife, whatever. And then there is like, there has been some distance, or there has been some misunderstandings between you people. Yeah, use reconciliation candle, it'll reconcile those differences. Yeah, use communication oil, it'll help you guys communicate in a more softer, nicer manner. That, especially with sweetening plus communication, it'll be like, sweet communication, that it'll help you at least have a more calm and nurturing conversation. And that's exactly, what magic does. Like say for example, you have a partner who does not communicate, okay, does not communicate in any way. All right, you can't just simply use some communication oil, a communication candle, or something of that sort and make that person communicate. It's not going to happen. It's going to take some years of work, maybe, like, slowly inching them towards that. And that is magic, making some change happen which wasn't there before. And I have seen people completely transform their lives with magic. Like say for example, go from absolutely, very low sales to very high sales in maybe 3 months, 6 months. They have worked very hard for it. They have changed, like, say for example, they have changed the vastu, they have changed a lot of things that were blocking them. They have removed the blockages. And say for example, nowadays what is happening mostly is people are putting spells. Okay, people are literally putting nazar, people are putting evil eye, people are putting spells on you. Okay, and yeah, you remove those spells, you remove the uncrossing, you do the uncrossing and you put on protection for yourself. Yeah, things should run smoothly for you, until unless somebody, is completely behind you and you go into a magical war or something of that sort. But this is not a magical war. Okay, the thing is that people have this strong concept like it will be just like that. No, that is the thing. So what exactly is magic then? Why I say it's the space between the real and the unreal? it is a realm which opens up only for, like a little edgy people. Okay, people who are not quite, in normal words, would be normal. People who are a little cookie. It there is a space, like, this person can do anything. Like, say for example, I'm sure that many of us have met this person in our lives at least once in our, like, have somebody in our life like that, who is like, this person is a little kooky, and it's like, some they're they have this little crazy bean in them, maybe. And this person can do anything. Okay, so in the sense that this person can achieve the greatest of things, and also can sing to the greatest of things. You are a little afraid of them. Or say for example, people who can see a little bit beyond, people for whom the lines of normality, the lines of 3D is a little blurry. Like a person, say for example, usually who are natural psychics, they will have like extremely blurry lines. Like they will be able to say, like, didn't you do this, didn't you do that? And like, I'll tell you what, this used to happen to me a lot, because I actually did not know that I was psychic. So this used to happen to me a lot. Like, I used to be sure this person has done this, okay, or I used to be sure that this person has not done this, like, or something, this incident has taken place. I used to be so sure, okay, as if I have already been there, and it's like something in the past. I was like, it was normal for me, okay, to know something that others didn't, and I did not know that others didn't know it. Like, it was like kind of like, I don't know, it's something in the past. It's as if it's very normal. It has already happened. Like, say, for example, suppose a teacher has left the school, okay, and the teacher hasn't, and nobody knows that this teacher is going to leave the school. And I just come up and say that, yeah, she announced that she's going to come and leave the school, like, next week or something. Like, no, this thing did not happen. You are lying on something of that sort. And then they, like, they just thought that maybe I knew from. And when it happened, like when the teacher came and said that, yeah, I'm going to leave the school next week, so see you guys some other time. So people were like, yeah, she must have just known for some reason or something. But it was like very weird for me, and things of this sort. Like, so I stopped telling people what I was seeing and things of this sort. So it is like that. Like, it's not going to come when you would want it to. That is why you need training. That is why psychics need training, you know to not connect to people, and to not also see things that they are not supposed to see, and to also protect themselves. Like, say for example, if you can see them, they can see you too, in the sense that if you're seeing a spirit, like, most of the time they can see you too. So that is the reason that these boundaries of normalcy exists, so that we can function in the 3D life. But the whole point of magic is that, like, the 3D becomes blurry. It is not so. Like, if you believe that there is something that can make you reach beyond this, if you believe that yes, there are multiple timelines that exist at the same time, and I can shift into those timelines, and like whatever quantum physics, or whatever quantum theory you believe in, quantum jumping, quantum leaping, then, like, water manifestation, whatever it is, okay, it all aims to do the same thing, that basically activate that magical element in you which blurries the 3D. And if you believe in this world where everything is possible, okay, I would say even this is kind of like a dream world. It is the world of even lunatics, that everything can actually exist in here. All right, so if you can believe in that world, what actually we do as spellcasters is this, your possibility, your reality, it exists somewhere, okay, and we try to hold on to that reality, anchor it, and bring it down to this 3D, manifest it, make it manifest into this 3D. That is what we spellcasters do. That is what we aim to do by lighting candles. What exactly is candle? It's like a huge amount of energy, okay. That is exactly why we call on deities. Why? Because they are what I really think that spirits are for. They are actually sources of energy, and they are gateways, okay. Especially, say for example, especially archangels, they are guardians, okay. They guard some gateways, because we are not supposed to go beyond them. So when we call on them, we call on their energies, all right, and sometimes we ask them to open the gate, sometimes we ask them to take us, like say for example, Raphael, okay, and Metatron. So these are two deities that I frequently, ask them to take me to some other deity whom I have not met. Like, say, for example, I would ask Lucifer to introduce me to a demon that I have not met, right? So, because Lucifer is the main demon that I work with, and so as well as Lilith, but Lucifer is my main one. So, that is exactly what we use these spirits at gateways, like friends, that what, you are my friend, introduce me to this friend of yours that you have, that because I need to talk to this person. Now another thing, like, why would these spirits become friends with you? For what good reason? It's not like you have to do something for them, something dark, deep. No, 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 it's not like that. You actually just have to maintain a very cordial relationship with them, just like you do with your friends. It's nothing great, all right, but what I want to say with this video is that you need to believe in that world that exists in between, and not just the 3D. Okay, because the 3D is, if you've ever seen the movie Matrix, you would understand that, like, it's just a cage. Okay, it's just a cage for your soul.